Talked about a cash bail will be eliminated across Illinois starting January 1st of 2023. Assuming you would not be able to repeal the SAFE-T Act with a Democrat-led legislature, what specific changes would you make to Illinois' criminal justice system? Start with Mr. Bailey. 60 seconds, sir.
A governor that stands up and communicates to the people, and that's why I'm here. Messaging a message of hope and of something different and the way that things could be. That's what people of Illinois want to know, and it's interesting because serving in the General Assembly for the last 3.5 years, I've been able to work with Democrats in the House and Democrats in the Senate, and many of them think much like what we do, except they've bought into this idea that if they move out of their zone, that they might not get reelected, and as I will be standing up and purporting a message of hope and change and ideas, people, this whole idea of cash bail, it originated here. One size does not fit all for the whole state of Illinois, and that's why we have the discrepancies, and that's why we must come together, but we're having problems with that.
But, sir, you likely will not get that passed, so what would you make as far as changes to the criminal justice system?
Well, we have to restore, authority to the police. It's proven that crime is curbed with more active police force, and crime is out of control in the state of Illinois. So no, I believe the people are ready for change. They just need to hear that message.
Okay, I would really like to know how you want to change that. But Mr. Rabine, what is your response to that? 60 seconds, sir.
So I will work hard to remove a few things. Sanctuary state is a nightmare for us. I talked to a sheriff's deputy a few months back whose best buddy, another sheriff's deputy, witnessed a van that was, they pulled over a van, witnessed 9 young men in the van. He thought under 13 years old, 3 adults with them. He couldn't call ICE because there's no more communication with ICE. He couldn't call any federal authorities. Brought in some other people that speak Spanish, another officer, I guess, that spoke Spanish. The kids said nothing. The kids would say not one word. They had no direction what to do. The 3 adults smiled as they shut the doors and let them take off. That's sickening. That can happen in our state. The sanctuary state is creating a state where illegal felons are treated better than anywhere else in the country here in Illinois. It's got to stop.
So anything other than repealing the sanctuary?
Absolutely. HB 3653 has to go. I mean, we can't have trespassers not being able to be arrested. All right, and no cash bail has never worked anywhere before. That's a bad idea as well.
Mr. Sullivan, 60 seconds.
Yeah. Defund the police was the dumbest mantra I've ever heard in my life. And we see it play out right now because the arsonists who are shouting this have now become the firemen. They're going to put out the fire. They keep tracing back and back like, oh, never mind, we went too far with this. They realize now, because it's election time, they are going to face the consequences of their decision to not support our police officers. And this is the way they've defunded the police. No cash bail. What do you think these counties rely on to be able to support themselves? That's a way of defunding them. These unfunded mandates that they constantly have for our law enforcement. I am going to fight for our law enforcement, and we are going to work together with the Democrats to repeal this thing and say we have to get rid of this, because the other one they're trying to go with now is ending qualified immunity for our police officers. If you feel like we've seen an exodus from the police department now, just wait. And they're going to try to pass this stuff after election year. I will not let it happen when I'm governor.
What else, sir?
We're going to fill every single police vacancy. There are thousands of unfilled vacancies in Chicago. We are going to make law enforcement, give it the credibility and honor that it deserves with our backing, with our payments. And we're also going to make sure that those who stand for Black Lives Matter, like Richard Irvin did, get called out on that. That he was someone who stood proudly and strongly for Black Lives Matter that's trying to disintegrate the family unit in our state. I hold the exact opposite views. I feel like we actually need to support law enforcement, stand against any organization that says defund the police.
15 seconds. What is your issue with Black Lives Matter?
So I support the principle of Black Lives Matter. Of course, all lives matter. My problem is with the organization Black Lives Matter. They are a Marxist supporting organization that also support, ending the nuclear family. And you look at what is causing crime. We have so many fatherless homes that we need to be supporting. Exact opposite of what we need in our society right now.
Time is up, sir.
All right.